All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're talking about something you probably don't think about when you're gunning for that next big promotion: your food. Seriously, we're going to unpack how your daily meals could be the invisible wall holding you back at work. It's a connection most people totally miss, but it might just be the secret weapon you need.
So let me just ask you straight up, is your lunch sabotaging your career? I know, it sounds a little dramatic, right? But the science behind this is actually pretty solid.
You see, here's the paradox about promotions. They're not just about hitting your targets. They're really decided on things like your consistent performance, your reliability, and that kind of hard-to-pin-down quality called executive presence. You know, the ability to walk into a room and just own it with your focus and your energy. And guess what? All of those things are directly fueled or drained by what you eat every single day.
So let's break down how this actually works. Your food habits impact 4 key areas that make you promotable. First, your cognitive performance. We're talking attention span, memory, how fast you make smart decisions. Then there's your mood and emotional regulation, basically not getting cranky or overwhelmed when the pressure is on. Third is your energy and resilience, your stamina to get through those crunch times. And finally, believe it or not, your visible habits, which shape how professional people perceive you to be.
Okay, so now that we get the why this all matters, let's jump into the what. We're going to unpack the 7 most common food habits that could be secretly sabotaging your career. And more importantly, we're going to talk about the simple swaps to fix them.
All right, saboteur number 1, skipping breakfast. You probably think you're being super efficient, saving time, right? But what's really happening is you're jacking up your body's stress hormone, cortisol, and that just tanks your focus. The easy swap, a protein-rich start, like some Greek yogurt, an egg, or even porridge, it stabilizes your energy and sets you up for a much more productive day.
Next up, and I know a lot of us are guilty of this, eating at your desk. It feels productive, but what it actually signals to others is poor self-management. And for you, it robs your brain of a mental break it desperately needs. The fix? You got to protect a 20-minute device-free break. Just walk away from the screen. You will come back sharper and with way more clarity, I promise.
The dreaded post-lunch slump. That's saboteur number 3, and it's almost always caused by a heavy, greasy lunch that basically tells your body to send all its resources to your stomach instead of your brain. The alternative is so much better, a vibrant, balanced meal with whole grains and veggies that actually fuels your afternoon instead of completely derailing it.
The sugar and caffeine roller coaster. This is our 4th saboteur, and it's a rough ride. That quick high you get feels great for a minute, but it's always followed by a much bigger crash that just drains your resilience for the rest of the day. It's time to get off that ride. Switch to steady energy sources like green tea for a gentle lift or a handful of nuts for fuel that actually lasts. Okay, number 5 is mindless grazing on processed snacks. You know, the chips, the cookies from the office vending machine, these are just empty calories that lead to mood swings and really poor brain function. The solution here is to be proactive. Plan ahead. Pack some balanced snacks like roasted chickpeas or an apple to stay ahead of your hunger and make a smarter choice.
Now, a heavy, late-night dinner, that's saboteur number 6. This one directly messes with your sleep, and when your sleep is bad, it wrecks your memory, your decision-making, and your emotional control the next day. You know, all those things that are absolutely critical for getting that promotion. The fix here is super simple. Just eat a lighter dinner and eat it earlier.
So what's the magic window? The ideal time to finish your last big meal is about 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. That gives your body enough time to digest, and it lets your brain fully rest and recharge.
And our final saboteur, and this one is maybe the sneakiest of them all, is dehydration. Even being just a little bit dehydrated can slow down your thinking and put you in a bad mood. The solution couldn't be easier. Keep a water bottle on your desk. Just having it there is a constant visual reminder to take a sip and stay hydrated all day long.
Okay, so we've identified all the saboteurs. We know the enemy. Now let's build your defense. Here's a really simple, totally actionable plan to make these changes actually stick.
Look, this is not some radical, crazy diet. It's just a 2-week plan to build some momentum. In week 1, you're just going to focus on stabilizing. That means adding that protein-rich breakfast and taking a real lunch break at least 3 times. In week 2, we optimize. Try swapping out those energy drinks and start finishing dinner a little earlier. We're talking small changes that have a really big impact.
So what if you're feeling motivated and want to start like right now? Perfect. Here are 7 small but powerful changes you can make today.
You do not have to do them all at once. Just pick one or two that feel totally doable for you and start building that consistency that is going to get you noticed.
Let's end with this really powerful idea. Promotions follow consistent performance. Food habits are the invisible infrastructure for that consistency. Your food choices, they're not just about your health. They are a strategic tool in your professional toolkit. So the real question I'll leave you with is this. Are you eating for the job you have, or are you eating for the job you want?